Hello friends and welcome to Harptopia's Kitchen. We are excited to bring you something special because this is a stretch goal that was unlocked by our most recent Kickstarter campaign for our Celtic Charms original album and novel collaboration with New York Times bestselling author Debbie Viguié. So the stretch goal reward was that we would create a recipe inspired by a dish mentioned in the Celtic Charms book. Yes, so one of the dish that really stood out to us was cheesy potato puffs. It's kind of a fun scene in the novel where there's some more dramatic things happening, but this is kind of a light moment that this dish comes into play. Amongst maybe a little bit more drama in the storyline. Yeah, so the two of us and Debbie all agreed this was the perfect recipe to make. So anyway, we created a recipe. It is super easy and really anyone can do it. It's good for the whole family. So let's first of all start off with our ingredients. All right. 2.5 cups of leftover mashed potatoes, 1/4 cup all-purpose flour, 1 large egg, and 1 cup cheddar cheese. And then for the topping, which is a ranch dip, you'll need 1/2 cup sour cream, 2 tablespoons milk, 2 tablespoons dried ranch seasoning, and 1 tablespoon chopped chives or green onions. All right, so now that we have all of our ingredients, which we've handily put out in front of you like a professional cooking show, that we are very much not. So the first thing you need to do is to turn on some Harp Twins music. So, obviously, that is the basis for all cooking and all life activities, right? I mean, preferably, we'd like you to turn on our Celtic Charms original album because that is that's the album that goes along with this recipe. Yes, and if you haven't read the novel, then maybe don't do it while you're cooking, but you can do it while you're enjoying your cheesy potato puffs. That's true. Read the book. Okay, so let's first of all, we've got the oven actually already preheating to 400 Fahrenheit. 400. Already done because we planned ahead. Professionals. All right, okay. Yes. And we've got our mixing bowls. Also, we did not mention, but you really want some non-stick spray to spray your mini muffin pans. Or really any kind of grease is fine. So basically, we really like doing these cheesy potato puffs in the mini muffin pans, but you can use regular muffin pans if you want some bigger puffs. I don't know, I just think the little ones they're just fun. They're little bite-sized and they're perfect for events. We just kind of passed the holidays here, but they're perfect for events. All right, Camille, you want to put in? Do you want to spray the ingredients? And I will spray the pans. All right, so we already pre-measured our what do you call them? Mashed potatoes. And another thing. What do you call them again? What do you call these? You can use leftover. There's a nice way to use leftover. Or you can purposely make mashed potatoes just to make these puffs. So we have 2.5 cups here. You also want to make sure that you heat these, which we just did, at least so it's kind of warm so that it mixes well with your other ingredients. You'll need your flour, and then you will need your egg. So we've got the egg here. Right. And make sure that we're going to try to not to make too many obnoxious noises while we're doing this. Because we're not wearing mics, because I guess that is actually what professionals would do, but we're harpists, we're not professional cooking shows. How's that going? Because I need to get in there to wash my hands up. It's going good. Okay, I need a little soapy. I tried to put a lot of cooking spray here because it'll help your cheesy potato puffs get out of there. Oh, I actually should have said the very first thing you really need to do is to wash your hands, but I was kind of hoping that you would already know that. That should be an automatic. Well, I guess if you're just cooking for yourself and you really don't care about cleanliness. I mean, I guess they will be baking, but still, it's just like the principle of the thing. Actually, no, but the topping will not be baking. Yes. So for the topping, you definitely need clean hands. All right, making sure that our cooking spray is well done. And I also want all of you to appreciate the fact that the tops we are wearing are inspired by the fact that these are cheesy potatoes. Oh, we're supposed to mix in the cheese. I forgot that. Yes, we are. Okay, so I forgot about that, but that's okay. Wow, I leave her one task. Well, I'm the main chef. Kennerly is the sous chef. We've been over this before, and that's not true. Okay. So you really want to make sure that your ingredients. You want me to mix a little bit? It's okay. Either way, you really want to make sure that your ingredients are really well blended, because you'll be taking about a heaping tablespoon into each of these mini muffin pan. So you really want to make sure that your ingredients are really well mixed so that you're not getting too much flour.
All right.
So
we don't have 2 tablespoons.
You want to finish stirring that up and see what you think?
It's looking good. And if you do use like leftover mashed potatoes and they're cold,
I did mention that.
to
heat them up.
Okay, I didn't. Yeah,
these are heated, so they're kind of warm, but they're not hot. However, you can probably do it with hot mashed potatoes too. If you're making them fresh.
I feel like just not cold.
Exactly, because it doesn't stir up as well if it's cold.
This is looking good.
Yeah.
Did you tell them about the different kinds of cheese that we use?
No. So we put in the recipe cheddar cheese. We personally for this batch we did half a cup of sharp cheddar cheese and half a cup of mild.
And the reason for that is just that we felt like doing that. You don't have to do that, but we just felt like it.
We just thought it would be fun, so we did.
All right, it looks really good.
And again, this doesn't have to be exact. This is the easiest recipe on the planet.
So now we're going to try to. Do you want to do that pan? And I'll do this pan.
We'll just switch off. Okay.
All right. Let's see who can do this.
Okay. And another thing is that we'll try to do it so that you are able to kind of evenly fill these little trays. So you might have to take some out of one and add it to another one if you get to the end and you still have some empty ones. You can kind of redistribute that.
Yeah, redistribute.
Okay.
Are you doing yours kind of rounded?
All right. I hear Mom in the background. Mom's listening. She's doing some plant work.
There's always plant work going on in Harptopia.
That's true. Okay.
I'm not exactly.
Another thing is you really don't have to make these look nice because it's kind of cool when they don't look perfect.
Yeah, they just have little crispies around the edges.
Yeah, you'll get to the end and you'll have little kind of.
I want to see how ours are doing compared to yours.
Yours are probably, let's see, well, they're probably pretty equal, right?
Well, we'll see once we get to the end.
Looks like we have a lot of potatoes. We might be underfilling these.
I think we're underfilling.
I feel like last time we made these, we overfilled. And
now we're being too judicious.
Unless we had more potatoes. We didn't really carefully measure everything, so maybe we did.
Well, I feel like we kind of did.
Yeah, and they will rise a little bit because you've got the flour.
And some egg.
Oh, we're pretty much there because you still have another one you need to do, right?
Okay, let's get this. Watch your sleeve. Watch your sleeve.
Okay, that part is...
I'm going to fill up some of the ones that are a little smaller. Maybe put a little bit more in there.
Okay, so we'll do that.
Okay.
All right. I do feel like these are a little fuller than...
A little more full.
Okay. See, yours might be a little lower than mine, right?
Okay. Do you want to put some... You want to kind of...
Yeah, let's see. This one's pretty low here.
Yeah, that one's a little smaller. This is maybe a little OCD to worry about that, but I feel like they'll cook more.
Hair might be getting close. I guess if we were really professionals, we'd be wearing like hair nets, but
okay, we're not working in a restaurant. Yeah, I feel like these are a little bit. Camille's been greedy with the potatoes on her own bites here.
This one is a little crazy looking over here, but that's okay. Yours is pretty nice. They're all rounded. Okay, so then you'll want to bake these at 400 for about 25 minutes. So we'll get these into the oven, and then while these are baking, you can make your topping. It is cold outside, and the oven actually feels really good. Okay. It's cold outside. So while those are baking, I should set the timer. That's a good idea. If we don't set a timer, we will, like if we just try to look at our phone, we will absolutely not remember and burn something. We know from experience. Okay, so the topping really, it's super easy. So you take your sour cream, your 2 tablespoons of milk, and then your ranch seasoning. We just got this from just like the local grocery store. It just if you just go to like the seasonings aisle, they'll have that. Do you want to grab a spoon for that?
At least in our
no, I can get a little. I can get a spatula.
Oh, okay,
that'll be better actually.
But yes, so the ideal musical pairing with this recipe, of course, is the Celtic Charms album. And if you have not read the Celtic Charms novel by, I see Gray over there. Hi, okay, Gray. If you've not read the Celtic Charms novel by Viguié, you are really missing out. Can I just do this too?
Sure, yeah. And if you want to use, like, this is not quite the entire packet of seasoning, but if you want to use an entire packet of the ranch seasoning, you can up the amount of sour cream and milk.
Yeah, oh yeah,
and then also, we like to add, these are green onions because we didn't have any chives.
Well, maybe just let me mix the rest up first.
Well, I guess it's okay, it doesn't really matter. And then you can also save a few of the chives and or the green onions at the end to
For like a little garnish.
A little garnish to sprinkle on the top, just looks nice. Ours are a little wilty looking because they were in the back of our fridge and they got a little frozen.
Well, we just bought them yesterday.
I know.
Look
I think
worth
our
it.
fridge is a little bit too.
It's a little cold
How does that
in the
look?
back. It looks pretty good.
So another thing, you can also chill this topping in the fridge if you want.
Definitely
that to be
recommend. Definitely recommend.
A nice thing about chilling things in the fridge is that they are able to get a little more seasoned. It kind of like it sets a little bit better. So
you can also use a little whisk with this, but we don't
do we
really.
need more onions? Do you think?
I think we could put a few more in there, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, should we just throw them all in, or do you want to use some for toppings?
Let's use a few for the topping.
Okay.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, we just kind of put an arbitrary amount. I think we put 1 tablespoon of the chives or green onions on the recipe, but
That just smells really good.
kind of do whatever you want.
I think even if you don't like ranch to go with this, actually, it's really good on the cheesy potato bites.
Look at how easy this recipe is. I mean, there's only a few ingredients.
It couldn't possibly be any easier.
And to be
we're
honest,
gonna spruce up leftover mashed potatoes.
to spruce them up. Yeah, exactly. Plus, if you are in charge of like bringing in an appetizer to an event, where you're having people over,
This will be a popular
this is
one.
a great way. You know, it'll look like, hey, I can really bake, but it really takes no work.
Very little effort.
And pretty much everyone likes potatoes, and everyone likes
cheese.
And I mean, everyone likes ranch too.
Not
Ranch is-
everyone. I mean, there are some crazy people.
You also, if you don't like ranch, you can also take another type of seasoning packet.
and just
like,
put it with
for
sour
instance,
cream.
like
and
you can get dip packages where you are mixing that yourself with mayonnaise or with sour
Yeah.
cream. You can use that instead of this. This is not a necessary topping.
all
So
right,
anyway,
I think that's ready to chill.
Yes,
And we will be back in about 20 minutes with the completed cheesy. I mean baked cheesy potato puffs, and we'll give them a try.
See you soon.
See you soon.
All right, folks, the timer has just gone off, so we are going to grab the cheesy potato puffs and bring them out of the oven.
It is
Ooh,
They
those look good.
All right.
Okay.
Getting this in just a second.
All right.
Don't touch the pans.
All
They're
right.
hot, Camille.
Look at those. Those look so good. Okay.
Ooh, they look good, guys. Look how pretty.
So next up, we're gonna let them cool for about 15 minutes. So we will see you in a few. We're gonna let these cool off before we loosen them.
golden brown.
Beautiful.
They look delicious.
See you soon. Okay, so it has not yet been 15 minutes, but we just couldn't
We're
wait.
just gonna wait. They smell so good.
So
So
we're
I
gonna-
feel
we're
like they
gonna
are
get in
gonna be
here.
fine, right? I mean, we're not gonna totally burn ourselves. So
Yes,
hands are clean, and we're gonna just.
Do you want to get a little spoon to loosen them with?
Yes.
So excited! They smell so good.
Okay. They should be really quite loose already.
Put a couple on here. Okay, so maybe we'll just put a few on here.
Let's get a
Just to
couple
make
of the
them look
smaller
nice and
ones. That
cute.
way, if they're too hot, we'll be okay.
Just fine.
Guys, they look so
They look so good. Look at those.
They
Okay.
look so good.
I
Okay.
thought you were going in like a circular pattern.
Oh, am I gonna do that? Okay. Do you want me to take them all out?
No, let's just do a few, and then so we can try them. That is not a circular pattern. This is like a weird triangle.
I don't know. You're randomly like moving.
Well, I was doing
you're
it so you
moving
could put it because she's not
You're
cooperating.
moving the plate around. It's kind of
Okay,
haphazard.
that's probably pretty good, right? Okay.
One in the center.
So one in the center. Okay. So we got our chilled dip here.
It's quite chilled. It's a lot like.
Okay, and so I'm
creamier.
just gonna put like a little
that's
dollop.
quite-
Oh, that's a lot of dollop.
It's a lot of dollop. Okay.
That's okay. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll put a little dollop here.
goodness
and
gracious.
okay. So oh, it smells so good. Okay, I
Okay,
hope you
cheers.
guys actually make these because they are so good. Cheers. And so I guess we should try them. Oh, Caroline's just going right for it.
Oh, they're so good.
It's creamy.
Okay.
It's and crispy.
So
Okay.
these are a little messy. So I think maybe I'll enjoy the next bite not on camera.
Yes. What I did want to mention too that you can also enjoy these
like cold or
Yeah,
room temperature?
we've had them both warm and
Cold,
just
chilled.
chilled.
They're good both ways, actually.
Either way, you can't go wrong. So,
but fresh out of the oven, I feel like you can't beat that. They're so good.
Thank you guys
so much for joining us. Yes, and I hope you actually make these. They are so good. And thanks to all of you who supported Celtic Charms through our Kickstarter. If you haven't read the book or listened to the album, we'll put those links in the video description, so check them out.
Yes, and thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Cheers!
Dark and light, water and air, emerald eye.
All right, Graylin, you want to say hi to your fans? Say hi to your fans. Okay. And we promise we will wash our hands.
Okay, since we've got a cat here.